Hello, hello, hello. You're turning into another episode of the Wonderkind Morning Show. What's good, everybody? Good morning, good morning. We back here on a Monday morning. You know what we're doing. Love you guys, Glad you're here. What's up? King Blaze first in here. What's up, bro? Producer, good morning. King Lee, and thank you for the donation yesterday, King Lee. I know I couldn't because I was live in church, so I couldn't really say anything. But I just wanted to tell you thank you for the donation yesterday, man. Much appreciated. Thank you. God bless. Money Mike, what's up? Delvon, you in the building? Abdi's in the building. Yo, let me tell you this right now, right? For everyone that was live with me yesterday, what's up, bro? Listen, I don't play the drums for the church regularly anymore, right? I grew up playing drums. That's all I did growing up. I told you I was big in the music, and we went to competitions, certain stuff like that for it. And as I got older, I started being the guy, like the church could just, like the jack of all trades. So when they needed me over here, I go there and there. So they have another drummer. But yesterday was a day where that drummer was out of town, and they needed somebody to pick up the slack. And I said, okay, no problem. And then, yeah. So we went and, handled business. And I thought that, because you guys have never seen me play. And I think sometimes when I say things, when people, sometimes they talk, you're like, okay, whatever. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that I wasn't lying. So, got a little bit of the word. You know what I'm saying? Everyone got to see and have fun with me. And definitely it was a blessing. So, but I did that so that, because when I say stuff sometimes, it's like, yeah, okay, Nitro, you're a talker. But I wanted to make sure y'all understand when I said that I do a lot of different things. I am not exaggerating to you. Like it all. Like one day, when I'm free one day, I'll probably even talk to you guys about my manuscript that I wrote. Yeah, I wrote a straight novel when I was a kid it took me about 2 years to write it. Like, I'm dead serious with you guys. So I do a lot of different things, but I wanted you guys to get to see it firsthand. And it was great. You got to see some of the other musicians, Sean and Keisha, and you got to hear some of the words. It was perfect. So thanks for everyone that showed out there yesterday. And King Lassie, it's all good. You already know, bro. All love. King Blaze Nitro, you already know. Yeah. Money Mike, facts. R.I.P. Kyron Lacey. That's so crazy. That's why I try to tell people, man, you make the most of the time that you have. You never know when your end is going to be at, man. You don't know if it's a car accident, plane crash, heart attack, aneurysms. Like, there's so many ways. So I tell people this all the time. You tell the people that you love them, that you love them every day, and you try to live without regret. You know what I'm saying? And you go about doing what you got to do. We're not traded for Chris Olave. We're not. We're not. We're not. It's not happening. It's impossible. Impossible. It's not happening, bro. I'm telling y'all. The Ravens have already pretty much stated that they're not trying to be expensive with Lamar Jackson. It's not the way they want to build this team. They want to be very cost-effective, frugal, building around Lamar and let Lamar do all the heavy lifting. They've said it. They've proved it. The proof is in the pudding. Banana pudding, tapioca pudding, it's there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we're not trading for Chris Olave. We're not. To pay that amount of money, we're not. With Zay Flowers and Bateman there, we're not. And we just got DeAndre Hopkins, we're not. And you still got Isaiah Likely, we're not. Yami, good morning. Kush, Wiz Khalifa. What's good? No jumping, no sleeping, live it up like it's the weekend with a DJ playing my song and drink all party all night long. That's actually my favorite song from Wiz. Favorite song from him. My favorite song from him. KBZ, what's good, my bro? Yami, what's good? Hey, KBZ, I saw you was in there yesterday too, man. When I was at church, man, you saw I was doing that little call me drumline. Bro, listen, man. Yo, but straight up, like I'm so sickened by that, right? As Raven fans, we know without a shadow of a doubt why, you know what I'm saying, we want Lamar to win. We want the Ravens to win. Not just Lamar, we want the Ravens to win. Because we're Raven fans. But we want Lamar to get it because of all the crap that they've been saying, right? And when you start to see that, like, stuff like this, where you find out that the Ravens aren't even top 20 in spending on the offensive line, and then you say, oh, well, there have been so many chances for them to upgrade that line and they refuse to, then you start to understand exactly what I've been preaching and saying on this channel, that they have yet to properly build around Lamar. They've been doing everything the cheapest way possible and expecting Lamar to do all the heavy lifting. When the going gets tough, lean on Lamar Jackson. And if he can't do it, well, we're just going to blame Lamar Jackson. And the fans will agree with us and blame Lamar Jackson. Well, he's getting paid. He should just do it. It's nasty work, bro. It's nasty work. Look at that list. Bills are in the top 18. Bills' offensive line was amazing. The Chiefs, Commanders, Chargers, Eagles. As good as the Eagles' O-line is, you thought they'd be higher. Nope, they're not even in the top 10 of spending. The Ravens didn't even spend half of that. That's nasty work, bro. And then you'll have fans be like, oh, Nitro, you know what I'm saying? If Lamar doesn't do this and do that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it would be just fine. Then you wonder why, if he's not perfect, we don't win. Junk is crazy, bro. It's not feasible. I trade up. I'm not trading down. Why would I trade down for more draft picks? And we have 11 draft picks. And there's a chance that we trade Mark Andrews still. Why on God's name would I want more than 11 picks? Please, tell me. How do you let me know? Like, I do not want any more picks, bro. Trade those guys that you got and go up and get them dogs. He's easily goated. Easily goated. And that's what I try to tell people. It's like the least amount of money spent on weapons, Lamar Jackson. The least amount spent on offensive line, Lamar Jackson. And then if you start going to running backs, he's at the bottom. He's closer to the bottom also. So it's like all of the weapons, everything surrounding Lamar has been on a budget. Strict budget. Julius from everyone. Hey, everybody hates Chris. Ooh, right? Budgeted. But y'all expect diamonds are forever from it at all times. Nasty work, bro. Nasty work. Then y'all be like, oh, Lamar got a super team. It's nasty work, bro. It's nasty work. It's nasty work. That's what I be trying to tell people. It's like, how do you get there? Yes, thank you so much for that, KB. If you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers on this channel. And, yeah, definitely trying to build this up for our members-only channel. So, yeah, please like and subscribe if you're not already done. So, guys, the easiest thing to do in the world, and it does help support the channel. We can't afford everybody, Nitro. Roger, listen, it's not about affording everybody. Yo, hold on. Is somebody trying to hack my phone right now? Bro, my phone just clicked on itself, and I have an iPhone. It just clicked onto the camera and shut back down. That was weird. Very weird. But once again, Roger L, right? Look at this real quick. He's not even in the top 18. I like that you said what you said, right? Check this out. So you're saying right now, Lamar, because once again, he's your big money guy. He's the face of the franchise. You got to do whatever you got to do to protect him. Hold up. He's not even in the top 18. You're telling me he deserves to be last on this list? They're spending $19.8 million on the offensive line. The last. Like, that's horrible, bro. And I know, and Flex, I know you're Roger L when you're at work and stuff. I know, bro. But this is last. Remember when we had, what's that evil dude from, oh my God, I don't even like saying his name, that came over from the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was our left tackle for a little bit. Villanueva, whatever his name is. Alejandro Villanueva. You know what I'm saying? No, bro, it's not about savings. Like, do you know how many times the offensive line allowed that got Derrick Henry hit in the backfield? All those highlight plays from Lamar was because the O-line broke down. That last play from for Likely versus the Chiefs, it would have undoubtedly been a touchdown, but Lamar was being chased immediately in the pocket. He had to reset twice. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't say, oh, well, that's smart spending, and you see Lamar running for his life. This wouldn't be smart spending if Lamar got hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even saying you got to be the most expensive, but you're not even spending $20 million for your offensive line. You're not top of the league in your weapons neither. So you guys say, okay, all the money's going to Lamar. You're telling me right now the Eagles somehow have been able to put a team like that around Jalen Hurts while giving Jalen Hurts that massive deal, and the Ravens are saying, nah. So where's all the money? Where's all the money? I needs to know. What's good, Jared Thomas? Yeah, Alejandro Villanueva. That's craziness, bruh. Like, there was a stretch where Mahomes was playing like trash, right? His team carried him. There's never been a time where the team can carry Lamar. There's never been a time. Bills, Josh Allen throw 3-4 interceptions. The team carries him still to a victory. The team can't do that with Lamar. And everyone's like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's his job to win. It's like you're not even trying to spend the money to give him everything he needs. Then, on top of it, he had to fight, claw, bite, threaten to leave for you to pay him what he was worth. And he's still underpaid. Look what the Bills did for Josh Allen after he won one MVP. Think about it. Yeah, like, bro. Like, it's just one of them days. It's nasty work out here, bro. Nasty work. Nasty work. Everybody says all the big money contracts are bad contracts, but somehow the Eagles are still paying everybody they need to pay. They're winning multiple Super Bowls, going to the Super Bowl multiple times, having one of the best rosters, if the best roster in the entire NFL constantly, and they're drafting amazingly, and everyone keeps making excuses for the Baltimore Ravens. Tell me when the excuses are going to stop, bro. The excuses have to eventually stop. So, listen, I'll tell you this right now. If they don't properly build around Lamar and the coaching staff don't use who they need to use, and Lamar finally, if God forbid, if he one day decides, you know what, I'm going to go somewhere else to win a ring, and he ends up winning multiple rings, I'm going to be insufferable, bro. Because I'm going to remind every Raven fan that y'all were the ones that kept saying he has enough. Then he goes to another team and they actually build around. Like, I can make the argument that the Ravens aren't even a top 10 unit in the league. Easily. Easily, I might add. Because I can argue for the Commanders, the Eagles, the Lions. Like, we can keep it going, too. The reason why we're winning these games is because Lamar is Lamar, and now Derrick Henry is Derrick Henry. Playing next to Lamar. That's why we're winning these games. Kyle Hamilton's a dog also. We got Isaiah Likely, we're not even using him. Yeah, I don't understand the Ravens' decision. They have Lamar Jackson. Do they really comprehend that fact? Exactly, it doesn't make sense. Nitro, the Baltimore is tripping, bro. While Mahomes is playing horrible, the Ravens need to pounce. Exactly. Even that. They could beat him if he was playing well. But they don't put enough around Lamar. They're just like, go beat him, Lamar. It's ridiculous. Say it louder for the folks in the back. Facts. I'm saying it as loud as I can. As loud as the mic will let me. Roger, let me just say flex. Flex. But to me, it doesn't matter the expenses about the big moments in the playoffs at this moment. But Flex, right? They can't get any better because we're cheaping out. You get where I'm coming from? Like, you're expecting greatness from the cheapest O-line in the league. That's like you saying you got a Corolla and you're expecting, like, Ferrari levels of production, speed, acceleration, excitement. The word, a little bit of pizzazz. That's literally what you're asking. And you're saying the same thing from the weapons. It's crazy. Show us the money. They need to start showing the money. The money is in these bad contracts. Roquan is the highest paid linebacker in the league. That's where a lot of the money is going as well. Facts. If we upgrade the guard position, we win the title easily. Data says the best with the clean. But that got me. Yes. He's the best quarterback from a clean pocket. He's not even close. It's not even like, no, it's like a crazy like double jump from between 1 and 2. And he's the best quarterback from the blitz. So it's like, come on now, bro. Nitro, Baltimore historically hasn't been big spenders of free agency. They built through the draft. Jared Thomas, I get that. That's not my argument. They've had to be that way, right? Because they have never landed a big money quarterback. So you had to build other ways. Now you have a big money quarterback. You give him the weapons. Oh, we're not going to want to give him the weapons because our weapons are expensive. Fine. Build the O-line. We don't really want to give the biggest O-line. Like when Brady, like people don't seem to recognize this. When Brady was on Patriots, right? And they didn't have all the best of weapons. They had really good weapons because you had Gronk, you had Aaron Hernandez, you had Moss, you had Welker, you had what the other guys, I forgot his name. You had Tom Brady had some great weapons. And we're not even counting the ones he got when he was in Tampa. He got good weapons. He had good, very good to great weapons, right? But everybody knew they usually were cheap on giving him weapons. But what they spent money on was those offensive lines. When you went to they paid money for that offensive line to protect Brady. We're not doing neither. And it's like, oh, well, Lamar win it, bro. And then the defense, when they're spending all money, can't stop nobody. During our last Super Bowl run, they got 10 turnovers. For that one Super Bowl run, they got 10 turnovers. Since then, since Lamar Jackson has taken over in 2018, till now, the Ravens defense has mustered 3 turnovers during that span. Going through, you tell me something. But they're the highest paid defense in the league. You go tell me something, bro. Like, come on now, man. Come on now, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Evil Smart said, dang, I'm late. Late, but here. You fine, bro. Oh, yeah, he's definitely leaving. I pray to God he don't, man. I know if he do, bro. Oh, my gosh. We're going to be such in the gutter. And people are finally going to, then they're going to want Harbaugh fired. Then they're going to got to find out, like, oh, now y'all do? They're going to call Lamar a traitor, all this. Oh, my God. I pray to God that never happens. I don't even want to think about it. But Jared Thomas says, Yami PR Philadelphia needs to be a backup. Facts. There are no excuses for the Ravens. It's a two-way street. Lamar actually does have enough to win a Super Bowl. The reason why he has enough is because he covers up all the mistakes. That's always my point, Flex. Like, they don't even allow him to use Likely properly. They try to hold back Likely. Like, perfect example. When we played Bengals without Lamar, we should have beat the Bengals. But they held back J.K. Dobbins. Because they didn't want to pay him in a playoff game. Every time he touched the ball, he was lightning. Oh, my God, he's killing him. Nah, J.K., you're still over there. We'll keep it going. It's fine. You get on the 1 yard line, you don't even give it to him either. Nasty work, bro. And you don't give it to, what's his name? The other running back either. Gus Edwards, whose nickname was the Bus. Come on now, bro. I'll be insufferable, bro. Y'all don't want to know how bad I'll be, bro. We're obsessed with Philadelphia because Philadelphia be one of the main ones letting people have free run on Lamar. C-Rod, you agree, okay. Abdi is on because EDC has sucked at drafting interior linemen. Yeah, Even, you know what's crazy? We talk about the 2019 O-line, right? This is what I'm trying to tell y'all, right? When you read at all the reports, scouting reports and everything, you know what they said? The Ravens are probably not going to win 8 games. The offensive line is not that good. They have absolutely, they're devoid of weapons. For them to even get to 10 games, Lamar Jackson is going to have to make one of the most historical jumps in NFL history from year 1 to year 2. That's what was reported. So when they hear, the offensive line was great in 2000 because of Lamar Jackson. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. The offensive line is trash. You can't properly pass rush because they know if you properly pass rush, Lamar can hit his head on the goalpost. So they don't even fully pass rush. They pass rush and then level out. So they look even better than what they are. So that's what I'm saying. They know the level he has on the defensive line. So what they do is they keep cheaping out on him. Build the trenches. Jared Thomas, I would have took Mike Evans in a heartbeat. Yeah, I said Aaron Hernandez, Money Mike. I said Aaron Hernandez. People act like Brady didn't have Brady had weapons. He just didn't have the weapons that you would compare to like a Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning had some of the best weapons of any quarterback of all time. Marvin Harrison. And then, like, come on now, bro. Like, ridiculous weapons. Then when he went over to Denver, he had more weapons. Manuel Sanders. And then, like, come on now, bro. Defense doesn't make enough plays. Exactly. Martin Henry are erasers. Ravens take that for... Exactly. Don't even believe me. You have Sit the Tally there. You have Coach, right? Y'all watch Coach, right? Y'all watch Sit the Tally, right? Go watch when he did the breakdown on how many times Derrick Henry was hitting the backfield. Or the pass game was blown up because of the O-line. Then you'll be like, oh. Then you'll see, Derrick Henry made 2 guys miss and it broke away for a 30-yard gain. Or Lamar made 2 guys miss and made a throw to make up for the horrible pass pro. Like, come on now, bro. You can't live and die. You have to be better. They know that because of Lamar's back there, even the way they pass rush is different. So they take advantage of it. But then it's like, okay, well, fine. You don't want to give him the best. Give him the better weapons. Nah. Lamar's a weapon himself, so we don't need to spend that much money on weapons. So what are you spending money on? Kickers? It's nasty work, bro. Coaching, TJ, exactly. Holding back him, trying to suppress his earning ability. Nasty, bro. Jared Thomas. Natural Lamar Jackson doesn't have enough. But if I said this to Emmanuel Acho, he'd say excuses. Facts. The reason why it's enough is because it's Lamar Jackson. Now, if they use Isaiah like how they're supposed to use him, then I would say they have enough because Lamar is Lamar. Because now, in the run game, you have an eraser. Pass game, you have an eraser. Receiving game, you have an eraser. So that's like, bro, so now on the offense, you have 3 erasers on the offense. That should be enough to win the Super Bowl. Even, mind you, even when we had finally gotten what's an old OBJ, Lamar had to beg for that. Beg. Threaten to leave. Y'all be tripping, bro. Like, I'm tired of, always having to be at the bottom of the barrel. Why? We don't have to be. And Jared Thomas, yes, that was always the narrative. Habitual line stopper, good morning. Nigel, this isn't a valid excuse. Tom Brady had a bottom paid 20th O-line every year. Nah, bro. I don't think it was every year, bro. No, it wasn't. No, that was not. He had some of the best Hold on. Because I had looked it up. And on top of this, Brady reportedly offered cash incentives to his Buccaneer offensive linemen paying them $1,000 each time a screen pass gained more than 15 yards. Jesus, bro. Crazy. Habitual, but Brady's O-line was consistent come playoffs. Ravens isn't. Never was consistent. Exactly. Ravens are never consistent. But if you check it, they weren't cheap. They weren't cheap at all. That's what I'm saying, Yami. If we even would have kept Zeitler, they've cheaped out all around Lamar and then said, well, Lamar will make it work. It's okay. I can make the argument that if we had Zeitler over Falele, Derrick Henry would have rushed for 23 to 2,400 rushing yards. Lamar would have threw for 4,500 yards. You know that, right? We might have only lost 2 games for the entire season. The greatest show on turf, all of their records would have been broken last year. Yeah, know that, right? Yeah. Just want to make sure that that's known. Evil Smarty, facts. I'm trying, bro, they did whatever. I remember there were games where Brady had enough time to call Giselle, FaceTime his kids, order a watermelon salad, take a snapshot, take off his helmet, take a pose as a model, look down the field, find the guy, and then throw it. I've watched tape where without leaving the pocket, Brady had more than 9 seconds to throw. We're not talking like Lamar dipping and diving and ducking and creating time. No, stand like this. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi. Touchdown, multiple. The only way I'm saying it's true, that's what I'm saying, enough. It's only enough because it's Lamar. Lamar's the best player in football. If you took Patrick Mahomes and put him on the Ravens, he's not winning. He's not winning. He's not. He's not. You put Josh Allen on the Raven, he's not winning. He's not. He probably have trouble making the playoffs. Yeah, it's like a flex. It's like this thing that rich people eat, like watermelon salads. It's kind of weird. I remember I read somewhere like Beyonce and them was eating stuff like that. Yeah. With feta and mint. Ugh. Stacy, good morning, good morning. If this line just gets a little better for Lombardi, it's ours. Facts! I'm not even asking for the best weapons in the league. I'm asking for a top 20 offensive line. And you guys are telling me that's too much to ask for? Oh. A top 20 offensive line. And I'm asking too much? Bro, bro, it's nasty work out here. It's nasty work. It's nasty work. We would have been in Philly if Zeitler? Yes. Yes, we would have. If EDC fails in this draft, we would have to protest to get him gone. Facts. Coach said it best. Why did Ravens replace Yonder with a day 3 rookie? It's ridiculous. We have let multiple linemen walk. One of them went to the Pats and won the Super Bowl. And Zeitler ended up being one of the best not the best offensive line in all of football for 2 straight years. And we had an opportunity to bring him back, but the Ravens said no. If I take Andy Reid and put him on the Ravens, we win the Super Bowl. There's no way he's not using Isaiah Likely to the fullest of his potential. There's no way. There's no way. He like that? Lamar, yes, sir. Feed him the ball. That's all that's going to happen. got coaches talking about some, nah, he all right. We got Mark. Mind you, I was saying, and for context, I was saying this before the playoff game. Remember when I say I felt from the beginning of last season, I said, we got to trade Mark Andrews and we'll keep Likely. Likely is the guy. I've been saying that for 2 seasons. People still on me. Then when we lost in the playoffs, the people started to jump over the bandwagon saying get rid of Mark Andrews. I didn't jump. No, there was no bandwagon. I've been saying that from before the year started. Well before the year started. Saying it from last season. Good morning, that you really made me happy to see you praising God on them drums. Gregory Smith, man, yeah, we were talking about it before you came in here, bro. Like, it was fun, man. And there was a lot of people, 820, the last time I checked, and 23 people watched that live. There was over 500 comments in the live replay chat. It was amazing, man, and, you know, it was real. And Will.i.am, if Will.i.am is anywhere, I just want to tell you thank you for the big donation. If he's in here, I just want to tell you thank you so much. He donated a massive donation. I was so happy and I felt blessed. I was like, ooh, felt super blessed. So I just want to tell him thank you too. But it was fun, man. We had a lot of fun. Nitro Andy Reid loves athletic tight ends. Exactly. And for anybody, once again, if you're just getting in here, I told y'all I play music. So now y'all can't say how Nitro be lying. I keep trying to say, I'll always prove to you that I'm not lying to you guys. You can't say I'm lying to you guys. You can't. I don't lie. Even if it makes me look bad, I won't lie to you guys. That's been part of the problem when I was growing up because people hated that. I tell the truth. And they're like, sometimes lying is good. I'll just tell you the truth, man. Yeah, thanks, Flex. Yeah. We was getting busy on it. Mind you, I've been playing the drums since I was 7. So, but I'm not the main drummer no more because I do all the extra stuff because the pastor had surgery. So I do all of the extra stuff right now for the church. I'm like his hands. So, you know, I don't play the drums. I haven't played drums in a while. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys got to actually see. And then y'all guys got to see me do a little bit of the blast. The rat-a-ta-ta, rat-a-ta-ta. Nick Cannon, eat your heart out. Oh my God. Hey, what's good, Coach? Coach, I was just talking about you too, man. Coach said we need to trade Harbaugh EDC for draft picks. I wouldn't mind it, bro. I wouldn't mind it. Oh, Tactical Precision, what's up, man? Yay. Are you going to live stream the NFL draft? Yes. Yes, I said yes. I'm going to live stream the draft. I'll be live streaming the draft. But, Coach, I was just talking about you, man. I had said that you did a breakdown on the offensive line for the Ravens. I keep saying that. Guys, go to his channel, go look at the breakdowns. He breaks down offensive line all the time. And mind you, we don't even always agree. But he broke it down so beautifully like barbecue chicken and showed everybody how many plays the offensive line left on the field. Go check him out if you think I'm lying. Go watch the tape. And after you watch, you come back and you be like, wow. He's gonna show you the actual footage. And you have to come back in and say, Nitro, I'm sorry. I really thought the offensive line was better than what I thought. Coach, we have the cheapest offensive line in all of football. And I told them, I said, we've cheaped out around Lamar so much. And I've said, look, I'm not even asking for the best. I just want a top 20 offensive line, maybe top 15 offensive line. Is that too much to ask? We're the bottom of the barrel spending for weapons and linemen around Lamar Jackson's protection. But somehow, all of these statistics be like, oh, well, it's so great, it's so magical. Because you can't even properly pass rush, right? Because he's Lamar Jackson. So the Ravens know this and is purposely cheaping out. Coach, you're in here. I have a question. How better do you think this team would have been offensively if you just took Falele out and you put Zeitler there? Kevin Zeitler, the one that went over to the Detroit Lions and they ended up being the best O-line in the league last year. If that would have happened in your estimations, sir, coach, sir? What do you think? What do you think our offense would look like if you just would have took out Falele and put Kevin Zeitler in there? Please, I just want to know. 4 guys on rookie contracts, not an excuse. I know that, coach. I know. We already pointed that out. But they've had opportunities to add other guys that would hit immediately, and they decided not to every single time. And let guys that can still ball go. It's nasty work. I'm telling you guys, we're not re-signing Zay Flowers. We're number 1 seed if Kevin Zeitler. Thank you! Thank you, coach! Thank you! You give me that good. This is what I say, coach. And then people gonna try to tell me I'm lying, bro. I'm not lying. Coach is in there telling you number one seed if Kevin Zeitler was here. Thank you. It's factual. Yami PR, Falele can't pass block. He's never supposed to be the body mover in the run game. But yeah, he has like the size, but he doesn't have the mobility. Jared Thomas, anytime a quarterback starts to win at early age and everything, and with the teams, they just always give him all the credit. That's just the way that goes. We're not re-signing. I'm telling you, we're not re-signing Flowers. I'm telling y'all. I'm letting y'all know now. We're not re-signing Zay Flowers. I'm letting y'all know that now. Yeah, we're not. We're not. Zay Flowers has already had. Well, let me go check his stats. And he missed games, right? Zay Flowers had, what was it, 1,200 yards? He's going to outprice himself in Baltimore. He had 1,000 yards, 1,059 yards last season. That's what it's saying he had. Let me just double down to make sure. Yeah, on 116 targets. He had 8 more targets than his rookie season where he had 858 receiving yards. So go look at the wide receiver market right now for a guy that's at 800 yards and 1,000 yards receiving and back-to-back seasons. Go look it up right now. Go look up what it is. They're not going to, he's going to outprice. If Zay Flowers gets to 1,300 yards any season like that, he outpriced himself in Baltimore. I'm telling y'all this right now. Y'all going to be so heartbroken. I told you. Because he's going to want top of the level money. Go look what wide receivers are being paid right now. Go look, bro. Like, are y'all really, bro? You really think a team that does not like to spend on weapons is going to pay Zay Flowers, top 5 wide receiver? Hold on. Top 5 highest paid wide receivers. Let's go check. Y'all going to say, well, he don't deserve top 5 money. That's not what the market dictates. That's not what the market dictates at all. Top 5 highest paid. Hold on, I'm looking for the stats on this real quick, guys. We're definitely not paying Zay. We might lose likely if Ravens think about lowballing because of target share. Facts. DK, okay, guys, here goes the top 5. Jamar Chase is at $40 million a year. Justin Jefferson's at 35. CeeDee Lamb's at 34. DK Metcalf is at 33. AJ Brown's at 32. Do you think he's worth? Okay, fine. You're going to say, well, I don't think he's worth that much, right? So what do you think he's worth? Tyreek is 30. Brandon Ayuk is 30. T. Higgins is $28 million a year. Jalen Waddle is $28 million a year. DJ Moore is $27 million a year. Devontae Smith is $25 million a year. Deebo Samuel is $23 million a year. Michael Pittman is $23 million a year. Hold on. Let me go to somebody who y'all really don't think, because I want to make sure y'all understand. And old Stephon Diggs is $21 million a year. So y'all go and tell me, do you think the Ravens are going to pay Zay Flowers $21 million a year? Do you even think Zay Flowers would accept a contract for $21 million a year right now with that receiving market? Tell me. Please. You flex. Hold on. We in here. I be saying sad to say, but they will flip Zay before they pay him. I be saying I'm trying. Bro, I do this, man. The Ravens would rather lose every game of the year than pay a wide receiver $34 million in a year. Say that right now. Let Zay Flowers go off this year. He would have then what in his first 3 seasons would roughly have 4,000 yards, give or take. He's at 1,920-something yards right now for the beginning of his career. Right? He has a big season next. 1,200 yards. Remember, he was on pace for that. He was on pace for that just because he got injured. He doesn't have to be top. Hold on. You're saying, well, he's not top 5, right? I didn't even go to the top. The top 5 is $32 million and up. I'm saying below that. You're telling me Zay Flowers in on Brandon Ayuk, T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, DJ Moore, Devontae Smith level? Fine. He's not on Terry McLaurin's only getting paid $23 million a year. Calvin Ridley is getting $23 million a year. Christian Kirk is getting $18 million a year. Like, bro, y'all sleeping on me, bro. So let's pivot real quick. Just to let you guys know, it's in the books. The Lakers will be playing the Timberwolves in the first round. I think the Lakers win. I don't think the league allows the Lakers to get beaten in the first round with Luka and LeBron. I don't think that happens. I think you're going to see some crazy calls and a whole bunch of hate, but they're going to make it. I think the Lakers make it to the second round. I don't think the Timberwolves beat them. I'd be very surprised if the Timberwolves beat them. I'll be very surprised. Happily surprised. Exactly. 100. They haven't even paid Henry yet. They don't want to pay Henry. Y'all think it's a coincidence we have the lowest amount of money for weapons, lowest amount for offensive line, right? We've had one of the best outputs from running backs, and we have still one of the lowest in the league. Y'all playing games, man. Said Lakers in 4. Hey! Even if Zay Flowers gets 1,500, they'll flip him. They'll flip him for a first and a third or a first and a fifth, and he's out of here. I'm telling you. He will not stay. Even the reason why the Ravens love tight ends is because tight ends are, in their estimation, cheaper versions of wide receivers. That's why the Ravens love tight ends. If wide receivers and the tight end market flipped, the Ravens would love wide receivers all of a sudden. I'm telling y'all. They're like, we get the same passing production from a tight end, but it's way cheaper. We'll go with tight ends. I'm telling y'all, bro. Telling y'all. Zay Flowers is going to outprice himself. He already has. Once again, Christian Kirk is making $18 million a year. Do you think the Ravens are going to pay Zay Flowers $20 million a year? Yes or no? I don't. And I don't think Zay Flowers will accept the contract at $20 million a year. He wouldn't even be, bro, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2021. He would have to be the 22nd highest paid wide receiver in the league. Do you think he's going to take the 22nd lowest contract for wide receivers in the league? Huh? Let me know. So I'm trying to tell you, man, it gets so frustrating being on this team sometimes because you see the foolishness and they try to say, oh, well, it's not really foolishness. It is foolishness. Man, y'all employed Alejandro Villanueva. That's all the foolishness you need to know. And you didn't keep Kevin Zeitler. Well, we all begged for you to keep Kevin Zeitler. They'll say they try to get a deal done. And then when you look at the graphics, they're like, they offered him the 32nd lowest deal out of every deal at his position in the league and wonder why it didn't get done. It's nasty work, bro. Yami said if Andrews was gone already, they'll go all in for Tyler Warren over offensive line and defense. Maybe. Remember, Zay got a lot of mouths to feed. Exactly. He's only looking to make that money. Why would he take a discount? I hate to be the bearer of bad news. What would be his incentive of taking a discount? Playing with Lamar? And costing himself $16 million a year? $15 million a year? Zay Flowers, when all said and done, is probably going to be in the high 20s, $28 to $30 million a year wide receiver. You know that right when it's time for him to get paid. Y'all know that, right? Because it's already at $40 million. The highest paid wide receiver is at $40 million right now. So you're expecting, okay, Amon-Ra St. Brown's at 30, Tyreek is at 30, Brandon Ayuk's at 30, T. Higgins is at 28, Jalen Waddle's at 28. So you're expecting him to be in that area. That's $30 million a year. Do you think the Ravens are going to pay him $30 million a year? That's all I have to ask you. If the answer is no, Zay Flowers is gone. But don't worry, we'll be able to keep our most cheapest offensive line. And when it's time to pay, let's say if Falele has breakout season this year, he becomes one of the best guards in the league, they'll let him go back to the draft again. I'm trying to tell you, nobody's leaving $15, $16 million per year on the table. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. And if you do that, you'll be a fool. Nobody's doing, oh, well, it's about winning. No, it's about winning, but it's also about me being very well off. Name one person in here that would take a $15 million pay cut per year to stay on a team. Let me know. That's why I told everybody they were happy to give Bateman that cheap contract. They were happy. If Bateman starts to show out, they're going to tell everyone, look at that, we got all that production for that cheap contract. Then if Bateman shows out crazy, he'll be gone. I get what you're saying, Professor Walkdown. Zay is worth $28 million to UGGIF, yeah. I honestly do think Bill feels as if he missed out on Lamar. Bill had already tried to get rid of Tom. He wanted Garoppolo to be the starter before they traded him. Yeah, of course he feels like he missed out on him. Very much so. No, they all bought into. That's what I keep trying to tell you. That's the power of the media. They'll keep repeating the same thing over and over and over and over. And because now sports are on a 24/7 news cycle, right? It never stops. So then you start to question what you're seeing. That's the power of the media. They have the power to persuade minds. That's like he's trying to tell you they're evil. It's nasty work. The media's evil, bro. They can, listen, you could be the greatest person of all time. They could come out and say, you're the devil, you're evil, and keep that on rotation, and everybody will believe it. No matter what you do, you can save 150 kids, right? Why don't you say, well, you let 2 or 3 die? You animal cruelty. He didn't save that dog. Like, they'll spin it, and then everyone will believe it. Or they'll make it seem like, oh, well, you're just doing it for the show. Why would anybody risk their life for people? That's what the media does. The media talked out multiple coaches from getting Lamar Jackson. And now they're all saying, oh my God, how could I have been so stupid? Because when you watch his college tape, he was undoubtedly the best player in the draft. I didn't think about it. We might lose both of our receivers the same year. We'll have a whole new wide receiving core in 2 to 3 years. Exactly, habitual line. So I keep trying to tell people. That's why they keep saying we have a window with Lamar. It's not because the window is with Lamar. It's because it's what the little bit around the pieces that they put around Lamar. Y'all be thinking I be joking, bro. Nasty work. Nasty work. But guys, that's the episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. You know how we always end. Now, guys, for the nostalgia question for today, this program, right, was one of the biggest programs when we were kids. It was a block. It wasn't a singular show. It was a block that showed a whole bunch of different shows. And everybody, if you were 17, 18, 16 and down, watched it. And it put us onto a lot of shows and everything else. What block was it? Go ahead, guys. I'll give you time. Let's do it. Okay, guys, so Roger L., which is flex, totally correct. Yes, TGIF. Bro, people don't ever remember this man Kush, bro. Are you serious? TGIF, bro, this is one of the greatest blocks of 90s kids. Like, this block for Showtime, when we were showing either Full House, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Family Matters, Dinosaurs, Step by Step, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, like all of those shows was on TGIF. Boy Meets World. Like, we're talking about, bruh. There's so, Sister, that one too, huge. Like, we're talking about a plethora of just amazing shows that shaped our minds as 90s kids. I don't remember what Smart Guy, I don't remember if Smart Guy was, I don't think Smart Guy was on it. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't remember that one. But I remember definitely Dinosaurs, Family Matters, Step by Step, Full House. There was another one too. I can't remember the other one. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Bruh. Classic era to Tactical, yes. George Lopez. Oh, the George Lopez show was on TGIF. I didn't know that. That was on Nickelodeon. Dun 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 dun. Hell, Smart Guy was on Disney. ABC is Disney money, Mike. Crashing the life of Mr. T.J. Henderson, super intelligent, a fine young gentleman, found a 10-year whiz kid, busting high school. He's a made a little shorty with 1,000 IQ. He's got a lady to lace, and he's keeping it real. Favorite little study buddy, he knows the deal. I don't think Blossom was on there. Your brother is smart. He's a smart guy. Do 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 do. I don't remember if Blossom was on there. I don't remember. But everybody watched TGIF. Oh, you remember brother, what's that one with the brothers? Oh my gosh. Brotherly Love? Remember that show? That used to come on there too. Hang with Mr. Cooper. Brotherly Love with the three brothers. You know what I'm talking about. That was a big show for a little bit. The biggest ones where everybody know were Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Family Matters, Step by Step. Like, those are the biggest, and Boy Meets World. Those are what TGIF was built on. But they kept showing different shows, Dinosaur, Hang with Mr. Cooper, and all that stuff. So, yeah. Yes, I would have killed Steve. Oh, my God. Steve coming in. How do you, Winslows? I would have been. I couldn't be Garcia brothers. No, my brother. The Brothers Garcia was Nickelodeon. Money Mike. The Brothers Garcia was Nickelodeon. I remember the Parenthood. Were you a fan of the Undercover Brother movie? It was straight. My Brother and Me was Nickelodeon also. There was My Brother and Me, The Brothers Garcia. That was all Nickelodeon. I don't remember Hang Time. Zelly, I do remember the Parenthood, though. Yes, I do. I don't remember Hang Time. Who was it with? There were so many sitcoms. Because remember, on top of that, you had the Moeshas. You had, what's the one with, oh my gosh. You had the Hugleys. You had the Steve Harvey Show. You had, what's it called? What's his name from Major Payne? You had his show. You had so many shows. Alf. There's another Nickelodeon show will probably be for tomorrow that I'll bring up that I know none of you are going to remember, but don't worry, I got you. But that's an episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show, guys. Hope you guys loved it. Hope you guys have a rest of a great morning. I love you guys. Be blessed. I'm going to be out here. You already know we've been on for more than an hour. And we'll bring this up tomorrow because you know we're going to be in every morning, Monday through Thursdays. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please remember to like and subscribe. My wife and kids, Money Mike, yes. There it goes. So, you know what I'm saying? Please remember to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and be here, okay, guys? But like I said, it's another episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. If you would like to donate, help out with equipment, y'all know how we do a Cash App. It's in the description of every video that we do. Until we get to 500 subscribers, we won't even be able to use Super Chats. So that we're aiming for the 500 mark. So this will be an all-members channel, okay? But like I said, that's how you do it. I'm out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day. I love y'all. Peace. And y'all know my slogan. I'm out. Yeah!
Finish him, Daddy.